Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
Versus me.
Versus Lee.
Well,
I like that.
James and Lee from Versus Me, to be specific.
And we meet again.
Good seeing you again, my friend.
Yes, and it's so appropriate because this month you're releasing a single this month.
That is correct, yes.
Now, tell me what this song means to you guys.
So this is kind of one of the deeper ones that we've released as of recently. It's kind of like the emotional turmoil of losing somebody that's still alive and wondering if you're ever going to come cross paths with them again. So
that is a trip because it happens to all of us, right? Like we have those people in our lives that we wonder that exact thing.
Grieving somebody that's still alive.
Exactly. So how does it feel to be at incarceration at the Shawshank Prison?
This is a wild scenery. It kind of sets the tone for the day, but just, from the minute we pulled up, it's just kind of like takes your breath away, and you're like, this is going to be a crazy, chaotic day the minute it starts.
All the like videos we've seen in the prior, like in the past, I think all the, like that in the background, it was pretty epic, looking and stuff. So it was cool little background to all the main stages and stuff. So
a perfect setting for a rock concert.
Totally, like the background, like what better backdrop but Shawshank Prison for a show. And I was at your set this morning. I was lucky enough to be able to be out there, and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people here for early Sunday morning. Nobody went to church.
They skipped it to come to the Prison Rock Show. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, they came
prison
to
church.
They came to the Versus Me church.
Which is a different kind of prison.
A different kind of church too.
Exactly. Now, did you know that there's a working prison right next door? So you guys were like Johnny Cash playing to the inmates for real.
We just got released on bail just for this particular show, so no, I'm just kidding. But yes, I did see that. I did notice that. That's kind of wild, right?
Oh, totally, because it's like, imagine, they probably look forward to this every year. And you just made like their whole year. That's a pretty amazing feeling, right?
I wonder how well the sound is around the area. If there's anybody, that's kind of why we're out here, as far as we are, I guess. But
well, it's funny. It's a real like tight-knit community in general, here. And yeah, these people, they love it. Like, there's a lot of people that live around here that they just camp out on their front lawn and check it out. So, it's more than what you even see out there.
That's a pretty unique thing to have in your like city, to be able to have something this big, just to bring in a business and just attraction to this area. I'm sure it's
these
great.
People love it. This is like the thing they look forward to every year.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys done the Blood Prison?
What is that?
Oh, so that's the haunted house in the prison. It's in the
basement.
Blood
Prison?
Yes.
That's like another nickname for my own body. The Blood Prison. The Blood. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
That he is.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, though. If you go in, you don't know if it's the characters trying to scare you or the real ghost, because it really is haunted, for real.
So this is not the active prison you're talking about. This is
No, we're talking about Shawshank
That's
right
hard to
here.
get into that one, huh?
Oh, you thought you were going to go over to the real prison. And
Oh.
the inmates were going to
visit.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, man. That's another good idea. Maybe we could do that.
Tell everybody which one to go to.
Would you like to go to Blood Prison or the Shank Prison?
I
Not
wasn't
Shawshank, but just Shank, because they'll shank you.
I wasn't sure if our green room was just going to be like a cell, and we all had our cells lined up for our green rooms.
Your green room is just like a bed, no mattress, and a toilet.
Hey guys, we all got a crap in front of each other, so whatever, it is what it is.
Oh man, so what else you got going on the rest of the year that you want listeners to know about?
So we're hitting the studio next month. We've got a few more singles that we plan on knocking out for release this fall. We've got a U.S. tour in September. We've got some weeks that we're on the road in October. So it's like once we're done with these festivals, we got a couple weeks of downtime, just kind of knock out some more writing. But yeah, it's basically studio time, and then once we're done with that, back on the road to release these songs. Then sometime this fall.
Nice. And okay, so now you guys are siblings. So what do you guys do together in like personal life that has nothing to do with music?
He cuts my hair.
Wow, he's pretty good. You want to cut my hair? Because you do have good hair. So
Yeah. I brought my scissors too.
Oh my God! There you go.
he's so
the offers
prepared.
on the table.
He's so prepared.
Yeah, this stage. Got to look good on stage. Got to look good at a festival.
No doubt.
It's a universal occupation you can take anywhere. Especially if you do it good.
Why don't we go to the jail next door and do a surprise haircut session?
I don't know if they let us
Whoa.
in with the scissors though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would have to pay somebody or something. You'd have to pay somebody to be able to do business over there.
Yeah, maybe some free T-shirts or something.
Oh,
pack of
there you go.
cigarettes.
Oh, that just reminds me that people need to go to your merch shop because
Yes.
you got some fucking awesome merch. Like the artwork on there. I want to hear about the artwork on your T-shirts because it's fucking badass.
I literally just saw the merch the other day, even though I saw pictures in our chats, and all of a sudden the boxes were there, and I opened a bump, and I'm like, wow, these are really cool. I like the way they turned out, but
He's not as active on the merch design aspect of it, which is fine. But for the most part, a lot of the design work that we have done is done by our guitar player Dustin.
Nice.
He's a graphic designer, so he's got an eye for that kind of stuff. So a lot of the stuff he will put together. And if not, we've got our eye on a few designers that we like online that do some cool stuff too. If in the event that he gets a little overwhelmed and, may not have time to knock out a designer or three. Or be creative. So, so it's a mixture of that. And like I said, it's just trying to keep things fresh, constantly updating stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, people got to go buy your merch or they can't listen to my show.
You heard it here.
Well, it's the only way you guys get to the next gig. Like, I think it's important for listeners to know that like, support the band. You like the band. That's the best way to support them. And, of course, show up for the live shows and the music and all that, Yeah. But merch is what gets you to the next bus stop.
That live show, that's where that money,
Well, as I will say, though, as an independent band who, is still in charge of our catalog, streaming the music does help. That does help.
Yeah.
And so we are one of those occasions where, it does actually directly help us too. So it's across the board, just wherever you can find us. Yeah.
What's the one thing that you have not done in music yet that is basically the biggest goal of yours?
I think a couple for myself. I think doing some like arena shows and maybe overseas of some kind. I think those couple things or together.
Is there
or
a
whatever.
country in particular you think of that you're like, oh man, I want to play there?
Not necessarily. I feel like everybody, the whole Europe thing, whatever whatever that means, as far as everybody goes over there, and just seems like this really cool. People really appreciate that kind of music, and I think catering to that fan base, that's something I think we would really love to do. So.
And the people over there are really like loyal to the music. They're like
They're almost
sick.
begging. I feel like the country support all genres. You know what I mean, to the fullest.
Exactly.
I will say though, the probably the top countries that I think we would do pretty well in, and just based off of if you look at the analytics, because they're consuming our music over there, but playing over in Germany. I mean, Germany really seems like be a place that, according to analytics, like I said, they really stream our stuff. It'd be cool to play over in Sweden. We toured with a band from Sweden a couple of years ago, and they couldn't speak more highly of how well this music scene does over there. And then maybe just like a personal favorite. It'd be cool to play over in like Japan. I
Yeah,
always see bands play over there,
love
and that would be
their
really
mu-
cool.
They love their music too, and like as for instance, next week I'll be at Wacken, which proves the point about Germany because that is like the biggest festival in the whole world, and they're like such sick loyal fans over there, and you go to Berlin. Like the first time I went to Berlin, I was like, holy crap, this is like the coolest place ever. All these like underground metal clubs and stuff, and and every genre, like you said, they'll have like every genre type of club and live music everywhere.
Is Hellfest somewhere? Is that
That's in France.
That's in France.
I do that one too.
Yeah.
That one's pretty sick.
Yeah, I always hear great things about that one too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's
it's
a
cool.
few of those festivals that it would be really cool to check off the list as well. The Download and Hellfest, that'd be really cool. Yeah.
You guys would fit in great at Download. I just came from there. The Wacken is actually a list for me because I haven't done that one yet. It'll be my first time, so.
Oh, yeah.
It is cool seeing the different festivals, even here in the States, even the Danny Wimmer festivals. Each one has its own personality to it,
I've noticed that so far, just from the difference between like this one and Louder Than Life. Like they have, moments where they have some similarities, but like you said, they're vastly different. They got a different
Totally
vibe
different,
to it.
yeah, totally different vibe, right? Like Louder Than Life is an amazing festival, and then you have this festival that you got the prison and the community, and it's an amazing festival. It's just like each one has its own bonuses, but yet, like you said, they have that core foundation similarity. And that leads me to a question I always like to ask. How does Danny Wimmer treat you guys as an artist?
It's incredible. I mean, we've talked about that amongst each other, how finely tuned everything is. You show up, I mean, even before you show up, they make sure everybody's on the same page, and you get here and everybody takes care of you, and they make sure everything is handled the way. I mean, it's just great. It's just
a rock star treatment for that. That I would say like the pinnacle for a lot of bands. The midsummer festivals that you guys said you get those special treatments for that. However many you get to play, and I think that's like the one thing we really look forward to. All the hard work to get to these kind of spots.
See, that's so cool to hear too, because like it's hard if you don't have that support. So there's some places you would go and like maybe the sound would be a problem, or there's all these headaches of load-in or confusion, and then it like kills your vibe for being in the zone for playing. So this makes it so it's stress-free that you can get up there and just give us the best you because you're feeling great.
and that's what the fans deserve.
Absolutely, 100%. Any final words for our listeners?
Be on the lookout this fall. New music, new shows, new tours on the horizon. Thank you very much for constantly supporting us, whether it be, like you said, out to the shows, streaming, literally all of it. We see it all. We run our own social media, so we are, we get to respond to the fans directly, and it's just been really cool to see the progression over the years. So thank you guys.
Take a listen to Meet Again as well, because it's doing really well and a little different for us, but I think it's
It's a badass
There's a
song.
song for everybody in our lineup of music. So
I think, like you say, different for you. I think that's what artists should do.
Yeah.
Like artists should be able to evolve, experiment. Like you're an artist, so you want to perfect your craft, but also you want to see what else you can do.
yeah, come back to it every once in a while. Kind of give those original fans kind of what they want, but also kind of just drift into something a little bit different to see if we can grab a few other ones, and see if that's something they might like as well. So
I also find that a lot of the fans that are resistant at first, they come around too.
yeah.
I've been one of those in the past, when I was young, and like, for instance, when the Black album came out,
Yeah.
because I'm from the list. I went to Metallica's first show out. Me and my friends were like, fuck those posers.
Yeah.
But you know what? it's a really good album. But that's the point. Like, you gain. I always used to say that you lose a little for a little bit, but they come back and then you gain a lot more.
Yeah.
And then you can spread your message throughout the world, and we all enjoy it.
Yeah, metal is really different. I'm not now. It seems like the bands are really crossing over into different kinds of stuff, but they come back to it sometimes in the song or in different songs itself. But yeah, it's different than what it was back then. You did too much soft, and it was not cool. But now all of it could be soft, but yet it's still got that little edge to it that that pop doesn't have sometimes.
Exactly, and that's why we're just a great community. That I think that if we want to solve all the world's problems, everybody just has to listen to all this music and listen to Versus Me. Until we meet again.
Till we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.